I've had Twitter since I was like 13.
How old are you now? 14?
This guy's got jokes. If you're making a leap of faith to do a career change, you can't be shy. You got to shout it from the rooftops. I'm blowing up. I got 10 likes.
There's a lot of issues right now in this market.
I have a love-hate relationship with stocks. Everything went downhill after the mannequin challenge. Or the mannequin challenge.
And I was flipping cars. And it was like making $1,000 to $3,000 profit per car. And I was like, I wanted to flip houses.
How old were you? 8?
I was. When you're trying to get leads or good deals, you have to hunt.
Real estate like made me had to grow an extroverted side. How do you stay motivated?
My core to stay motivated is to like what I do.
Consistency is everything. That's why people don't last.
This is a 15,500 square foot monster.
That's a good deal right there. I was cruising in the Hellcat.
But that's the wrong car to cruise in.
That car was dangerous, man, and I drove it like a grandma. Dude, we've got one life. Got to make the best of it.
New Year's, new resolutions, baby.
New year, new me. The same old them every single year.
Ben, it was such a scary market.
It's very scary. You can go 3 to 6 months in this business without making $1.
Do not spend your commission before it's in the bank account.
That was good. That was good.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a blessed day, and you got with you Karam and Ben, and we're back.
We're back. I was going to introduce myself, but
I'm so sorry.
You already got me. No, that's okay.
I'm so
that's
sorry.
Okay.
We're back at it again, and I'm going to give a quick history for our first podcast. 500 subscribers.
Yep.
People loved it.
Yep.
Video was out for 18 hours, and we broke 500 subscribers, which is insane.
That's awesome.
People are hitting the like button. People are clicking the subscribe button. Yeah. And most importantly, we are getting insane amounts of positive feedback.
I love it, yeah.
Which is awesome. And people were not just loving it for the content, but they said that we were pretty funny.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
they're right.
I think we were pretty funny. Some stuff was, I could say corny, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
anyways, on this podcast, we want to give value, and that's really what it's all about. Give value in real estate, give value in business, give value in anything that we both know. And we're not going to waste too much time. We upload every single Tuesday at 5 p.m.-ish, so make sure that you guys tune in every single Tuesday. Every week, we're coming at it hard. And most importantly, we're talking real estate today. Real estate agents, real estate investors, someone who's interested in real estate and maybe has that real estate bug that needs to be itched. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but I know you had a question.
Yeah, real quick. A question I get a lot, man. I think this is a good one. How do you stay motivated?
Wow, that's powerful.
That's a deep one, isn't it?
That's very deep.
I get that one a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to answer this, and it's as deep as it is. I'm going to make it real simple.
Sure.
A lot of days, I'm not motivated.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
There's been months where I haven't been motivated. Not this month, but maybe last month.
Sure.
Months where I'm up 5 a.m. sharp and I'm hustling and bustling and running all around and closing a bunch of deals. And maybe I close too many deals that I get comfortable again.
Yeah.
And I just kind of take back a little bit. But my core to stay motivated, which not being motivated happens, but thankfully it's more being motivated than not motivated. My core thing to being motivated is to like what I do.
Nice. That's very important.
Right?
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, I can't stay motivated. So for me, I get bored extremely quick, which sucks.
Yeah.
So I got to keep switching.
Nice.
My motivation is something fresh, something new, something that is a challenge for me.
Yeah.
If it's not a challenge, I lose motivation real quick. So that's how I stay motivated. I just stay motivated with something that I enjoy doing. Now, that's me, but what about you? How do you stay motivated?
Dude, I'm really big on setting goals. I think goal setting is huge. And if I have like a bad day or something and I'm just kind of out of it, you know what I mean? It's like I realize if I just like kind of lean back and I'm like, oh, well, this was a bad day. Like nothing good ever comes from that. You know what I mean? Like I've just realized that like you just always, you got to move forward. And like I said, if you keep setting goals and you keep hitting them and keep setting them, it just, it keeps me going forward.
So you're saying when you have a bad day, how do you
you can't just like complain and be like, oh, like it was a bad day. You know what I mean? Like nothing good is going to come out of that. And that's what I've realized. So I just like, I've completely like eliminated that mindset. You know what I mean?
It's a like, mindset thing then.
It's very much so a mindset thing.
I got you. Sometimes it's brutal because I'm trying to sometimes I just don't have motivation.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll grab what you're drinking right now, the Nitro Cold Brew from Starbucks.
The strongest coffee they offer.
And I'm like, please give me some motivation. Let me get out and going. And advice that I would give is sometimes transition where you're working or what you're doing. So if you're working in the house, maybe go to Starbucks and work. Yeah. If you're working in Starbucks, maybe go back to the house. Maybe go to an office. Maybe change scenery and go to downtown Dallas and just sit somewhere. If you're in downtown Dallas, wherever you are. So maybe change that scenery. So for you to stay motivated, it's You think goal setting helped you a lot?
Goal setting is huge, dude. It's huge.
Some people write it on their mirrors and stuff like that, and they talk highly about, I guess, bringing it into the world.
Yeah.
I tried to do that, but I didn't like to keep writing stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone is different, so
yeah. But I know a lot of people say that it works and it's good. For me, when I set goals, it's more just in my mind. I maybe write them like every year. I'll just write stuff.
Sure.
But I don't really look back at it, even though it probably would help me if I did.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. So that's how I stay motivated. And a ton of people lose motivation and they think that there's something wrong with them.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's normal. You know what I mean? But it goes back to what we said. It's really just a mindset thing.
But it's crazy. So let's say you're closing a ton of deals, which you are in real estate, and you know you're making money. So you're paying the bills. You're living the best life you can live. How do you stay motivated to get the next client and the next client, the next client, and someone who irritates you? You just don't want to help them out because it's just too much patience you need.
Yeah. Well, I'm all about elevating my lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, everyone wants the nicer house, the cooler car, like the nice clothes. Like, I'm no different. Like, I like that stuff too. So elevating my lifestyle is definitely a big driving force. And also, like, taking care of my family. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's really big for me as well. They've done so much for me. So I definitely want to give back to them. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that motivate me, man.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. So you have a motivation for family, a motivation for elevation of life, a motivation of just, I guess, being a better version of yourself.
Dude, we've got one life. You know what I mean? Just think about that. Yeah. Like, you got to go all out. You got to go hard. And, you got to make the best of it.
Sometimes when I wake up and I'm feeling hyped or motivated, I literally think of it. I'm sitting in the office and I'm like, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Like I'm breathing.
Yeah.
It's 5 a.m. No one else is awake. I'm out here working hard and it's dark. And I love those moments because I just feel ahead.
And other things that make me feel so alive are like things that would normally scare me. You know what I mean? Like doing things that I would normally be like, let me pass on that. Just like the rush and the feeling you get from that. Is
it like your SRT Hellcat gave you a rush?
Yes, that was quite the rush. That car was dangerous, man, and I drove it like a grandma. And
really?
That car was still dangerous. Yeah, that definitely gave me a rush.
That's hilarious. Are you when you say a rush? Is it like maybe like going to say Six Flags here? Is that type of rush also? Just whatever that makes you get on edge.
Yeah, man. It's like the butterflies. You know what I mean? It's just like the feeling of being alive.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I hear you 100%.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So that's the opening of this podcast is what motivates us, and I hope that it resonates with those who are watching this podcast right now. Speaking of motivation, we're going to transition to this real estate bug, which itches me a lot, and I know that it itched you to become a real estate agent. When I became there's a lot of itching. Yeah, here's the problem. When you keep itching it, or when you want to itch it, and you keep itching it, it keeps itching more and more.
Well, it's not good to scratch things that are itching.
Yeah, so
well, I guess in this case it's different, but
so someone's watching this and they want to transition. They might be a nurse, they might be a lawyer, engineer, there might be a school teacher, there might be someone who works wherever, an Amazon fulfillment center. They want to become a real estate agent. I literally got a call 2 days ago where this guy's like, I just want a career change, and he's maybe like 35, and he just wanted out. And I was like, you got to save some money. I know you have a family. It's going to be a big risk. The market's high. There's no inventory. There's a lot of slowness right now.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to make the transition. So he has the bug that's itching.
Gotcha.
For me, when the bug was itching for me, what I did is I just got in it.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to get into it.
Just jumped in it.
I just jumped in it. I knew I wanted to get into it. I knew that it's something that I'm going to enjoy doing. And I was flipping cars. It was like making $1,000 to $3,000 profit per car. And I was like, I wanted to flip houses, make 20, 30, 40, 50, hundreds of thousands if you do it right.
Sure.
So I made that transition and I itched that bug, the itchy bug, and and it worked out for me great. So for you, I know you said that you were in UTD, you were doing your school stuff, and then you transitioned out of that. You said that you didn't continue with school, which made the best decision of your life, which was getting into real estate.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And I know that you like that decision that you made. So did this bug come to you, or were you just like, I don't like this, I don't like this, this seems like it's the best route?
The bug came to me, man.
Nice.
The bug came to me. It was when I was in college,
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, like I got to be doing something else. So I hopped into real estate. And I think starting off in real estate, the way to really get yourself out there is like you got to text and call everyone, be like, hey, like I made a career change, you know what I mean? And just let everyone know that you're in real estate and then just like get your presence known. Like
I love that.
With all the social media stuff that we were talking about.
But sometimes you get shy to do that. You feel like you're almost asking someone for something.
Yeah, but it's like if you're making a leap of faith to do a career change, you can't like be shy. That's a bad excuse.
I love
Otherwise,
that.
you're just setting yourself up for failure.
I love that. My personality, for those watching, as extroverted as I might look, I am extroverted, but I do get shy when I feel like I'm asking someone or chasing someone for their business. I don't feel too good doing it.
Sure.
But the reality is, as a real estate agent or an investor or anything in real estate, when you're trying to get leads or good deals, you have to hunt, right? You have to prospect and you have to go out there. So I love how you said making a career change and being shy just doesn't even link up.
Dude, and you know what's so funny is you say that you're extroverted. I'm actually extremely introverted. And so real estate like made me had to grow an extroverted side. Otherwise, I just wouldn't have done well. You know what I mean?
I do not think, you guys, I want you guys to comment this below. Hold up. This is going to be a good one. When you look at Ben, his social medias, if you personally know him, anything, do you see him as someone who's extroverted or introverted? And I know that he already told you what he says he is, but what do you guys see him as? That's cool, right? I want to see what they think.
Yeah, let's see what they have to say.
Comment it below, because I'll tell you, I would not think you're introverted.
Really?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, we know each other on such a personal level that, you know, I'm comfortable around you, like I can be myself.
I got you.
Yeah.
You say, is that a hard barrier to break in general when you're just around people?
Not now.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, real estate has made me have to develop a more extroverted side. So
I love that.
Yeah.
So you don't. So for those watching, you don't have to be extroverted or so friendly or so people.
Yeah.
You can be introverted, still dominate.
Yeah, and I've actually got that question a lot because I've told some people that I'm, you know, normally introverted, and you know they were happy to hear that. They're like, Ben, like I'm introverted myself, and it's great to see like you succeed in real estate.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, for sure.
I love that. That's crazy. So you got introverts, extroverts on the same table who are doing very well in real estate. On top of that, for anyone who's introverted and is scared to take that leap of faith or to get into real estate, you can still win.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it 100%. Just do it.
I love it. That's awesome. Okay, so we itched the bug, and the bug stayed itchy. So we stayed in real estate, right?
Yep.
Now here's another question that we're going to bounce into. People just became that real estate agent, or they just hopped into real estate themselves or investing. And they now are, let's say, that real estate agent. What in the world does that person who just became a real estate agent do? Like, where do they go? Who do they talk to? Who do they reach out to? Let's assume they have nobody around them. Like, where do they go? Like, I just became a real estate agent. They just became a real estate agent. You just go back to your room and sleep, or?
No, dude, it goes back to what I just said. It's like if you get into the business, like you need to let everyone know that you're in real estate now. Like you got to shout it from the rooftops, and then you got to go start putting in work, whether it be open houses, you know, opening doors for other agents who are super busy. You just got to get yourself out there. And then, of course, what we've been preaching on is getting lots of content, which is huge.
Yeah, and listen to this, Ben. The craziest thing about real estate is it's almost the same thing. You just do the same process. You do the open houses, you open the doors, you put out the content, you do, but people can't last.
It's very repetitive, and consistency is everything. That's why people don't last.
You feel like that they end up losing the drive or the focus?
Well, here's the problem. It's like you can go 3 to 6 months in this business without making $1. That's not good for most people. You know what I mean? And that's going to demotivate a lot of people. And it's hard for people to be like, I know I can get over this hump. I just got to stick with it.
Nice.
So, yeah, man.
Here's how I look at it. Karam Khalil just became a real estate agent.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I got no one in the family. I got no relationships with anyone, no connections.
No.
I just became an agent. Who do I go talk to? So what I would do is I would just go on Google. I would search brokers. I would see who's a good broker in the area, who their names are, and I would just start interviewing brokers.
Yeah.
Just trying to find that one good place to be at. But here's the problem that a lot of people do. They say they want to become an agent. They go get their real estate license. They do nothing except work on getting that license. When in reality, you should be getting that license. In the meantime, as you're getting it, interviewing brokers. In the meantime, as you're interviewing brokers, trying to get that broker that you want to know when you get your license you're already in.
Yeah. No, that's really good.
They delay, basically they take the 3 to 6 months getting their license, and then when they get the license, then they do the next step.
Right.
When you can simultaneously do it.
Yeah, you can be doing it all at once. You can start like recruiting people too. Be like, yo, I'm like getting my license. Like if you need to buy or sell, like let me know.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
Beautifully said.
That's great.
Because people got, maybe someone's not trying to buy a house today, but they want to buy it in 6 months.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's it right there. So actually put in the work as you're getting your license, and find those brokers prior to getting your license. Then find the broker you want to join, put your license with them when you get it, and then run into there. Now, this is what people have.
Yeah.
They found the broker. They are in love. This is the broker that they want to be with. They signed the paperwork and they're on board. When I signed paperwork with my brokerage, I was with them for 3 days. My first broker.
Only 3 days?
Only 3 days.
Why only 3 days?
Because I had a baby face.
Okay. what does that mean, Karam? Because I had a baby face too.
What it meant was I had a guy who, like I spoke in the first podcast, I accidentally became a real estate agent. So I helped him buy a piece of land. He then said, I want you to list my shopping center. This is a 15,500 square foot monster.
That's a good deal right there.
It was huge. And it was an empty shell. It had nothing inside of it. Right. And he's like, I want you to list it. So I'm like, okay. And I knew I wasn't an agent, so I had to delay him for that month until I got my license.
Gotcha.
Then I found brokers, but the brokers weren't onboarding quick enough. So I had to find the quickest broker, join that quickest broker, threw my sign out there with my name on there so I don't lose the listing.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later when the sign was up, I already paid for it. I kept it. And then I left, and then I transitioned to the official broker that I wanted to join.
That is a story right there, my friend.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. What did your broker think, the one that you were at for 3 days?
So the one I was at for 3
like,
days, he
what's
was
with
like,
this guy?
this kid is crazy.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Till today we talk. We're working a development in the Arlington, Texas area where every time I speak about the development, he sends me back an email. Hope you're doing well.
That's good that you guys are on good terms.
Yeah, he's a real cool guy. His name is Mike. His brother's name is Phil.
Okay.
And Phil's actually a high school coach.
Okay.
Who became a real estate agent, and
Nice.
Mike's just been dominating in the development side. But they're older folks, but they're real cool, real nice, and it was funny. They just understood.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, I'm sorry. I had to get my sign up real quick.
Yeah.
You guys are cool, but I got to bounce.
Nice. That's hilarious.
So that's what happened with me. So I onboarded and did that. So when you, Ben, became a real estate agent, did you just already know the broker you wanted to join prior, I guess, to becoming one?
Yeah, I was following this one guy on social media, and he seemed like he was really enjoying it. So, I thought, let me hop on and see how I like it. And I've been with the same broker for all 6 years now, and
Nice.
I love it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Keep in mind this. When you're getting your real estate license and you're finding that right brokerage, as you find the broker and you're still working on getting your license, you can still show up to that broker's office.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to know his team.
Yeah.
You can get to know people there, and
They
you can,
probably prefer that too.
right?
Yeah.
And you can get ahead. You know, the problem with today is what? People don't want to put in the work today.
Yeah.
So what they do is they keep having an excuse like, I'm taking courses, I'm doing my classes, I'm doing
Right.
this. And they end up not taking any action.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
So
No, that's really good. It's almost like interning while you're getting your license.
they're not going to tell you no, right?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't tell you no.
They're gonna love that you're trying to hustle and do that stuff.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, if you join a brokerage who sees that you're hungry, they're going to feed you.
Yeah.
They're going to want you to perform. So that's what it is. So it's 5 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
You have your real estate license.
Dang, 5 a.m. That's really early.
That's how it is, baby.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. And,
Yeah.
and let's actually talk about that real quick.
Let's do it.
To win, do you really have to be up at 5 a.m.? To win, do you?
Don't. Let me tell you why I like being up early, though.
Okay.
Okay. When I'm up at 5 a.m., no one needs anything from me. It's amazing. Dude,
I love that.
my neighborhood
Yeah.
is quiet. My home
His
is
neighborhood,
quiet.
Yeah.
Like, my phone is quiet. Like, that's the only time of day when I'm not getting blown up, and it is so nice. I enjoy that time so much. It's honestly probably my favorite part of the day is being up super early and just, like, taking everything in, prepping for the day, and just, like, visualizing everything. And I feel like if you're able to visualize how your day is going to go, you can actually make it,
Wow.
what you're visualizing.
I
So,
love that.
yeah.
Is his name Rocky?
My dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Rocky.
Does Rocky wake up if you're up early?
He gets up early. Yeah,
Really?
that's one of the first things I have to do. I have to let him out and, let him do his thing. I love my boy.
Yeah.
Take good care of him. But, I mean, for me personally, I feel like getting up early is a huge part of my success.
Wow.
But everyone is different. But for me, it's
and I asked that, Ben, because I'm a night person.
yeah.
I love to grab a cup of coffee, to grab a Monster, to grab a Red Bull, whatever it might be.
Those aren't good for you, man.
I know, but
Yeah.
we're trying to get sponsored.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, Red Bull.
Just
Hey,
messing.
Monster. Yeah.
So listen to this. I love to just have a good drink with me
Uh-huh.
and work all night.
Yeah.
And I did do that while I was in college and before I was doing my side hustles.
Sure.
And I was able to because I had all my classes at 5 to 9:50 p.m. 5 p.m. to
Oh, wow.
9:50 p.m. Yeah.
Nice.
So I would work all day doing my thing in real estate. Then I would go to classes late at night. And I would perform the best.
Okay.
But here's the problem, guys. When I became a real estate agent, the world wakes up at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
People are performing at 8 a.m. You're getting emails at 8 a.m. You're getting calls at 8 a.m. You got early showings at 8 a.m. It just didn't let me work at night.
Sure.
So it forced me to completely flip and have to be up at 5 a.m. And you don't have to be successful, but it gives you so much time in advance.
You like being a morning person now?
I love it, but I would still prefer before.
Really?
Yeah, I would still prefer it, even though waking up early gives me the best day.
Sure. What do you like about being up early?
You nailed it. The
just
funniest
like
thing. The funniest
how
thing you
it's like
said.
everything is so quiet and peaceful.
It's so funny how you're like
Yeah.
the neighborhood's quiet.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's
you
hilarious.
You don't hear anything. It's great.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I love it. I just this phone doesn't move.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring. Nothing.
Yeah. You can
And-
you can think so clearly, dude. It's the best.
Yeah, and some days I have busy real estate days specifically. Guess what I would do? This lets me show that I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I would send texts to all my clients at like 5 a.m.
I love that. I like sending
What do you
really
think of that?
early emails too.
Yeah, and they're like,
the other agents are like, oh, like this guy's up early. Yeah.
this guy's maybe not gonna accept my offer if I don't send him back an email at this time.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'll send, and if we're working the deal with the client or something, like I'll actually send him a text at 5:05 or 5:30 and so forth. But there's a misconception. You don't have to be up every day at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It can be 5:30, 5:20, 5:50.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be exactly 5.
You don't know a funny thing?
Let's hear it.
I would have my alarm at 5 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I'm not kidding you. If I woke up at 5:01 a.m.,
Uh-huh.
I would be so pissed off. I would go back to sleep.
Why would you? So you would just like sleep through your alarm or what? Or you would look at your phone?
I
and
would
it's
look at it.
5:01?
I'd say it's 5:01. I already lost the morning.
Oh my gosh.
It was like a mental thing. It
Wow.
was so weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying maybe there's another weird person out there like me.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you set one alarm or are you one of the people that sets multiple alarms?
I set 3.
3?
Yeah. I got a 5 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I got a 5:10 or 5:15 and a 5:20.
See, that's lazy, dude.
It is lazy.
You got to set one and then just get up.
The problem.
Otherwise, you're like building in like excuses.
Opportunity
almost. You know
to
what
stay
I mean?
asleep.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, I got one more. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But listen to this, Ben. I have to do it. You know why?
Why?
Because one time I didn't, and I didn't hear the alarm after the
You
first one. I
literally just
snoozed,
slept
and I just
through.
slept through it.
Ah.
So I was like, it's not right. But keep in mind, I'm waking up at that 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But if the 5:10 or 5:20 came, I'm still up. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself. I used to beat myself up. Now, speaking about 5 a.m. and motivation and being up early and stuff, I want you to vision this with me, Ben, and everyone who's watching is going to vision this.
All right.
You're a new real estate agent. You found the brokerage. You got your real estate license. It's 5 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and you're just motivated. You're like, I want to do something.
Sure.
So it's 5 a.m. and you wake up, but the problem is this: you got no business, no relationships, no connections. You really don't know much just yet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say what I think, and then I want you to chime in too, what that person should do.
Sure.
Because I'm looking at it like it was me.
Yeah.
I know you're going to love this one. Get organized,
Okay.
right?
I like that.
Get organized meaning, you know what Zip Forms is.
Yeah.
You know what DocuSign is.
Yeah.
You know what's the other one that I had it written down? MLS.
MLS.
Right? You know what this stuff is, and you go on there and just get organized with it.
Yeah.
Get your login, get your password.
Yeah.
I sent you a login and password, but you texted me again for what's up with that?
I know. Dude, I've got so much stuff. That's my bad, dude. But I have it saved.
I
for sure
sent
this
Ben a
time.
text and I was like, save this in your
Yeah.
notes. And he's like, got you, bro.
I know.
A week later, he's like, what's the login?
We're good. We're good, man. I got it now.
And like,
But
you know-
I think that's really good, staying organized. And also, like, if you don't really have much going on, going back to MLS, like just studying, seeing what's going
Thank
on.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
like,
you.
Just seeing what the market is doing.
just cruise through it. Like where you live, cruise around that neighborhood because maybe that's where you're going to dominate the most.
Yeah, cruise through it. That's a good word. I like to cruise.
Yeah, cruise through. You were cruising in the Hellcat?
I was cruising in the Hellcat.
But that's the wrong car to cruise in.
Yeah.
It's okay though, but you said you were trying to be a little bit safe. It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
So check this. Get organized. Put your things in order, your logins, your passwords, and you're going to love this one the most. Start the social media.
Yes. Ooh.
Like, where's the Instagram?
Yeah.
Where's the Snapchat? Where's the Twitter?
Yep.
How did you know personally that you were going to do well on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or Snapchat, or did you kind of just do it all?
Well, it's just kind of from looking around and seeing what other people were doing. So when I first started, I saw that all the agents were on Facebook.
Oh.
And our generation, you know, we're kind of more on Twitter and Instagram, right?
For sure.
I don't really use Facebook that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me do kind of what these agents are doing, but let me bring it to a different platform. So I would, you know, take pictures of these homes. I'd post it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be like, if you want to see a tour of this home, go to my Instagram. So you're building up both platforms simultaneously. And yeah, man, it was great. I feel like I was one of the first people to do it on those apps.
That's so crazy. So here's a beautiful picture of this house, couple pictures. But if you want to see the interior, if you want to see a beautiful motion and tour, you got to go to the Instagram.
To Instagram to watch it, yeah.
He's sneaky.
It's not sneaky.
No, I love it. I love it.
It's brand building.
No, that's the definition of building your brand.
And it's like, that's what the platforms are good for. I feel like each platform is good for something specific. So Twitter, I mean, pictures are good for Twitter. You know what I mean? I feel like a video, it would just kind of get lost in like all the text. And
I like
all
how
that,
you think that.
all that stuff. And then Instagram, you know, you've got the stories and everything. So I feel like it flows perfectly.
Were you on Twitter for a long time, or was like, for example, a year, 2 years, 3 years?
I've had Twitter since I was like 13.
Wow.
Yeah, Twitter's.
How old are you now? 14?
This guy's got jokes.
Just messing with you.
This guy's got jokes today. Okay.
I didn't get the nitro cold brew, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I guess so.
So check this. You were on Twitter but you weren't posting house tours at 13.
This guy. But,
no, for real. Listen to. I was on MySpace. MySpace was the platform.
Everyone was on MySpace, but like
not everyone was on.
MySpace is dead now.
Yeah, it was dead.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is when someone pulls up to your profile, they can hear the song you like.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's why people like MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check this. So you were on Twitter and stuff. Did it take a long time to, I guess, to pop or to get more than 10, 20 views?
Dude, I remember if like a tweet got like 10 likes, I was like, this tweet made it. Like
no
this,
way.
I'm blowing up. I got 10 likes.
Nice.
And now, it's obviously way bigger than that.
Yeah.
That's funny that you bring that up because I remember that, man. Like if I got like 10 likes, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And yeah, dude, it just like, I don't know. Twitter is like a web effect. Mm-hmm. So it's like someone will retweet you and then all of their followers will see it. And then their followers retweet it. You see what I mean? It's
they almost like a snowball. Like one hits and then it starts rolling.
Exactly. So Twitter is really good for building a brand, I feel like. And it might honestly be the best. I feel like it's really slept on, honestly.
You nailed it. 100%.
Yeah.
I sleep on it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like our generation kind of gets it, but like older people, they're like, Twitter, like I can't build a business on Twitter. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you can. I mean,
I thought it was dead. I think it died and came back, or was it always?
Maybe it came back to life. I don't know.
No, seriously, I thought it was dead. I know that they had like a certain amount of text you can put.
Yeah, it used to be like 140 characters, and then they changed it to 280, which is good because I like to rant, and so I need my extra characters. So
I actually love how you know exactly how many characters it has.
Yeah.
Do you think that up in characters was a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing. You know, it's so funny. I was reading through the comments on our first video, and someone was like, I can tell Ben is on Twitter a lot because he was like pulling all the golden tweets.
I saw that.
That's my guy. Yep, I'm on Twitter a lot.
I saw that. That's cool.
Twitter's my app.
I need to give you something that you're going to motivate so many people with.
Okay.
When you made that first tweet or multiple tweets and you said, when I hit 10 likes, it was a home run tweet, people are shy from 10 likes. What do you got to tell those people who are shy, where you celebrated, where they're saying, I don't even think I want to post? I'm going to get maybe roasted from my friends, or this guy's really nobody.
Who cares? Why would someone roast you if you're posting pictures of houses?
It's a good question. People feel it.
Yeah, no, I guess so. Like, people can be weird.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, oh, what, you're a real estate agent now or whatever? Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
So let's say that you made
just got to post. Like, who cares what people think? You know what I mean? We got to stop caring less about what people think, dude. We just, like, if we're feeling something, we gotta go do it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it suppresses you who's watching and anyone who wants to go get. It suppresses them when they start thinking of others.
Yeah.
My first YouTube video that I ever made, I was like, it was like 7 years ago. I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was like, what are people
Well,
gonna
you're
think?
like, you're just broadcasting yourself to the world. You know what I mean? That's that's normal to be kind of scared of that.
It was,
but you gotta get past that.
Nice. Yeah, it was definitely nerve wracking. So as your Twitter and Instagram started to build up, of course that in core also builds confidence too when you see people liking what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we're talking about that real estate agent who woke up at 5 a.m. They got organized. They need to get organized.
Right.
They need to build their social media platforms. They need to start putting their things in the notes to just get themselves mentally prepared.
Yeah.
And most importantly, something to speak about is as you're getting organized, it's not going to happen in a day.
Yeah.
It might take a week to 2 weeks to prep that up, right?
Sure.
That week to 2 weeks that you're prepping that up, you then after prepped it up, you're trying to find the deal, which will take another month, 2 months, 3 months. Then to close it and get paid another month, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, at least a month.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're talking 6 months, 7 months until you get your first check.
Yeah.
How are you going to survive without bringing in that money?
You got to save up first of all. You got to save up, and I mean, you got to hit the ground running.
I don't think people talk about that a lot, where they advise that you need to have cash reserves if you're trying to become an agent.
Yeah. I feel like if you do your due diligence, you should probably know that, but there are probably people who get in the business and they're like,
got you.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I don't know if I did my due diligence because I left the title company running to get my license without thinking of it much.
You were just excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would have never known how expensive it is to be a real estate agent. I just would have never known.
Yeah.
A commercial real estate, our signs cost at minimum, it's an 8x4 sign at almost $900.
Wow.
$900.
For one sign?
One sign.
Huh.
We stake it in the ground. We have to hire a company to put up a banner. We're paying $400-$500.
Wow.
I put on one shopping center that I have listed 2 signs and 2 banners.
Yeah.
I had to drop almost $3,000. And then that was a new listing. And that new listing, I had to make a decision, a business decision. Real estate agents got to make business decisions. We're not just, nobody tells us what to do.
Right.
So if you want to invest that money, you invest it. I could have put one sign. I put confettis all over the property. I don't know if they call it confettis, but they're flags, like grand opening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I think that's good.
Cost me $875.
Yeah. But that's something that will make you stand out because I feel like no one really does that.
Nice.
And I like that. And it does get your attention.
100%. And that helped me stand out. That was my first listing. I was a rookie, but I had money that allowed me to do that.
Yeah.
So
from your previous deals and all of that.
Exactly.
Stuff. Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So keeping cash reserves, saving up money is important. You can't just make, we talk about making a leap of faith. You can do that when you're still in high school or college and have no responsibility. Talk kids, talk family, talk $5, $10, $15, $20,000 a month in bills.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too possible,
Yeah, that would be tough.
So what's your thoughts on so far what we're talking about and how we got going for real estate agents? I know you want real estate agents to win. We want to give them value as well.
Right.
Talking about getting organized, talking about being a new real estate agent.
Yeah.
How are things looking from your side, looking back in your years? Like what did you have to kind of fight through or perform on?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like you said, kind of the financial hurdle that you have to get over. I mean, even just paying for courses, like what's that, like $1,000?
Yeah.
I think is what it was. Yeah. I mean,
Plus or minus. Yeah.
It adds up. Yeah. You got to get your signs and everything. So there's the financial hurdle that you got to get over. And then it's like a mental hurdle too, where you're not getting deals starting off. Maybe you are if you're well connected, but it's like just keep going out there and, keep hustling until you finally get a deal. That's a really big thing because it can take forever.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Deals, the longer the deal takes, though, is the more push that it's going to give the person to quit, to want to have to quit.
Exactly.
And you spoke about it a lot, 6 months, a year, 2 years. If you can kind of survive through that, you'll do very well.
Just make it past your first year. Like, make that your number one goal. Like, let me make it past my first year because I promise you it gets a lot better after your first year. Because people will know that you're in the business if you're heavily promoting yourself. And it's all just going to fall into place. It really will if you just stick with it.
My thoughts is grab a paper and pencil for everyone watching. Tee down exactly what your expenses are every month from like the last 6 months or 3 months. If it's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, try to save that amount up to 6 months.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy, but maybe 10, 20 grand if that's the bills.
I mean, maybe like you move back in with parents, or maybe you get a roommate, or maybe you cut back on your lifestyle.
But they might be shy to do that. Move back in with my parents is what they're saying. Like, what are my friends gonna say?
You got to do what you got to do, otherwise it's not going to happen. So
beautiful.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
that's
powerful.
the way it is. You got to put your pride to the side sometimes.
That's very powerful. I love that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, guys. So you're hearing it first from here, where we're sharing advice as real estate agents who are trying to dominate and do well. We're working our best to give you guys as much value as we possibly can, but we want to do a slight transition because we talk business as well. Today is December 1st, 2021.
Dude, new month, new goals.
New month, new goals. Can you believe?
Let's talk about November real quick. November flew by like that, dude. It was like,
I didn't even know there was November from how fast it went.
oh my gosh.
What's your thoughts on November?
It was a good month, dude. Yeah,
Nice.
It was a good month, but it just went by so fast. Like, it's crazy that it's already December.
Ben, I was in class. It was 2012.
Okay. That's a long time ago.
How
old were you? 8?
I was
Got him back. Got him back. Got him back.
You got me back. You were waiting for that. I probably was 8.
You set me up for that one, dude.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I wanted to make you feel good.
That's funny. That's funny.
So 2012, actually 2011, and the people thought the world was gonna explode in 2012.
Yeah, I remember. Dude, did you watch? Sorry, we're going on a tangent here.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie 2012?
I did.
Yeah,
it was insane.
I actually liked that movie.
I got pretty scared.
You got scared?
Yeah, I was like, the world's gone.
I knew it was all cap, bro.
Really?
Yeah. But no. But I hoped it was.
What's it called? 2012 year came in. And it was like 8, 9 a.m. I remember I woke up and I ran outside.
Dude, I wonder how the stock market was in 2012, like when it was getting closer to the day when we were all split. Like, I wonder.
Everyone's like, I'm cashing out.
I know. I need to go back and look on that. That would be interesting to see.
Super cool thing. If anybody knows how the stock market was in 2012, comment below. Was it crashing? Were people cashing out?
That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah.
But check this out. In 2012, I was like 2013, 2015. How are we going to even write that date on paper? That's so far away.
Yeah.
We're about to break 2022.
I know, dude. Oh, my gosh. 2022.
It's going to be a new year, a new performance, a new opportunity for me, you, and for everyone who's watching this. We're in Q4, quarter 4 of 2021. Would you say how you end the year is more important than how you start the year?
Both are very important.
So you got to do both.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, you want to end the year really strong to kind of carry yourself into the new year. You know what? I take that back. I think ending the year strong is more important because of literally what I just said. You end the year strong, and it kind of carries you into the new year with all this momentum.
I love that. That's what I believe is ending it strong.
Yeah.
Because here's what people say: New Year's, new resolutions, baby.
New year, new me. That's
year,
what everyone says, right? Every single year, and it's the same old them every single year.
But why not in quarter 4 of 2021? What's before November? October, November.
October.
Yeah, October, November, December, the last quarter. Why not hammer that out, right? And go big with that.
Yeah.
Because when you hammer that out, go big, and you perform, it rolls into 2022.
I love it, dude.
So I'm glad that you took that back because I do agree with that a lot more.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, both are important.
Yeah.
But something sometimes is more important than another.
The way you'll start off a new year is by, like we said, kind of going hard at the end of the previous year so that you got that momentum. Yeah.
I love that. Listen to this. We got a lot of problems in this world right now. I'm telling you. Let me tell you why.
You know what? I feel like everything went downhill after the mannequin challenge. Remember the mannequin challenge?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like just after the mannequin challenge, like everything just went downhill.
Do you think that set up the world for failure?
Maybe it did. But see, those were good times. You know what I mean? Like, it's still good times, but it's like you said, it's a crazy world right now.
That was real fun to watch, though.
It was
like,
entertaining.
People were lit.
It was entertaining. Did you do the mannequin challenge?
I didn't actually do it, but I watched it.
Okay.
Did you do it?
I think we did one at our office.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I think so.
There's a recording?
Probably, yeah, on Facebook or something.
We're going to go hunt it, and we're going to find it, Ben.
Find Ben just steady like this.
I love it. But let me tell you what I mean by we have a lot of problems. There's a lot of issues right now in this market when it comes to everything, period. When it comes to logistics, supply chain, when it comes to housing, real estate, shortages, labor shortages, unemployment benefits, stimulus. It's unbelievable. Interest rates, by the way, are at all-time lows.
Historic lows, yeah.
Historic lows. And they're doing it on purpose because they know if they raised it, the market's going to get wiped.
Yeah.
There's not going to be more stimulus in the market moving. Like, people are not going to take bigger loans. They're not going to want to do a lot of movement. And so they're hurting the dollar's value by keeping interest rates low because they're scared of what the other side's going to do, which is the market could crash. So we got problems going on right now. And today, the reason why I mentioned December 1st, 2021 is the stock market.
Oh my God, dude.
I know that you love stocks.
I love stocks.
I know
I have a love-hate relationship with stocks.
Really?
You love them on the green days and you hate them on the red days. It's just...
Yeah, that's how it is. And
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
The market's doing good for 6 months.
Yeah.
Everybody's so motivated.
Yeah.
Right? But then the market goes down for a week,
I know.
a couple days.
Everyone just panics, dude.
Why do you think that? Like, why can't you let a market who's done so well do a little bit bad?
Because you're so used to everything being great, and then when something bad happens, you're like, oh, I'm not used to this. Like, I got to sell out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm scared. I got to run. March 13, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
When pandemic slapped. I think it was maybe exactly that day. February 9, 2020, I got married.
Oh, nice.
Went on my honeymoon.
So, like, right before all this crazy stuff?
Right before it.
Oh, my gosh.
If my wife's watching this, she's going to be extremely happy. I
Of course
remember the date.
Of course she's going to watch this.
That's a good point. She's going to be happy because I remember the date. Right? So I nailed that one.
You get points tonight. Or the night we post this.
Yeah. But anyways, married February 9, 2020. I bought a house from the foreclosure auction February 4, 2020.
Okay.
Follow me here. Got married, spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Went on a honeymoon for a month. I went to Thailand, Indonesia.
Nice.
Spent a lot of money there. And before I went, I was hearing from parents and family and such, don't go. There's a pandemic. There's a virus.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
We were just like slowly starting to hear
Barely
about it.
feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I already booked.
Yeah.
And then I messaged my travel agent and she goes, you can't get a refund.
Yeah.
She was being sleazy. You could. I never paid really for anything. Yeah. But she was great, but she was being sleazy in that aspect. Anyways, I ended up going. As I was there, I was getting text. The market's getting shaky. I then leaned back. I was doing the remodel for the house flip. As I was there, I was sneaking in my phone and trying to coordinate with the contractors. Yeah. And when I got back, things hit the fan.
Oh, my God.
I landed February 29, maybe 28. March, and then like a week passed. And then people started telling me the pandemic's getting worse, the virus is getting worse. It's coming to us. Yeah. And I had to make a decision to sell the house at a loss to get out of it because they were saying you're not going to be able to liquidate. Yeah. Let me ask you this question. Yeah. Where did house prices go post that?
To the moon.
Literally.
They went way up.
But Ben, it was such a scary market.
It was very scary. Yeah. Real estate market, stock market, any market.
Everything was so scary about it. And the scary thing about it was the decisions that you had to make to sell, to hold, to do what you plan to do.
We didn't know what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, people were hoarding all of the dang toilet paper. Like, you could not get toilet paper at the grocery store. Yeah. Paper towels, like water bottles. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, people would post pictures of the shelves and they were literally empty. Like, we just didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, it scared a lot of people.
People were saying it's just completely different than what anybody has ever experienced. Yeah. So everybody was scared in the pandemic time, and we know that. But let me ask you this. Yeah. During the pandemic, no one knew what in the world was going to go on. And we're real estate agents. Yeah. We make money off selling real estate. Yeah. We make money commission-based. Like, if we don't sell, if we don't help buy, then we don't make any money. Yep. When the pandemic hit, there was lockdowns. I think maybe here it was 2 to 4 months. It was crazy. It was really long. Yeah. Yeah. Right? For non-essential workers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were essential. Yeah. Well, we weren't. We at a period of time, we weren't essential. I remember we weren't working for like 1 to 2 weeks. Interesting. Because I remember getting an email saying that we have the right to do showings for some properties, but then it transitioned to you know what it was? I remember now. It was in Dallas County, you couldn't show homes. Nice. Yeah. But where I'm at, not Dallas County, I could still show homes. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember. There you go. So, yeah, it was really weird. If you had clients who wanted to see stuff in Dallas, you'd have to be like, we have to wait a little bit. But if you want to like look over here, we can look now. It was so weird. Ben, this is what we're trying to get across to people in real estate is, listen to this. You have to know, I get hyped up with my hands.
I love it.
You have to know that a market going up can also go down. And if it's going up and you're making money, great.
Yeah.
But when it goes down, what do? When the pandemic hit, you're a real estate agent. 2, 3, 4 months, you probably can't even go to title for a closing. That's why notaries exploded in value because everyone was ordering them.
Yeah.
But closings were a lot less. I got a call on Monday, March 13. If that was a Monday, maybe someone can correct me.
They'll correct you.
They would.
They'll be like, Karam, that was actually a Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm not kidding you. I
Uh-huh.
had about 3 to 4 million in contract. I came back from my honeymoon. That's where I was going. See how I go on these tangents.
Yeah.
And I was hoping, and I knew that these deals had to close.
Right.
5 deals. Phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call. At 12 p.m. they started. Every single one of them died. Pull my offer out. We don't want to sell right now. We need to take a pause. We need to extend feasibility.
Lost
Everything.
my job. Yeah. Wow.
Everything. I was looking at the mirror and I'm like, I just went all out on my honeymoon. I just went all out on my wedding.
I was like relying on this money.
I literally just got married. And here is the biggest advice on earth for every single real estate agent. This advice is going to slap. Okay?
Okay.
And you're going to be like, wow.
Okay.
Because you already know it.
I want to be wowed.
Dude, I'm so dramatic.
I know this has got to be big now.
It's huge.
It's got to be big now.
Do not spend your commission before it's in the bank account.
That was good. That's important.
Pick it up from right there.
That's important. Yeah, you gotta make the money before you can spend the money.
I was signing at the title company and the deal died.
Yeah.
The deal was a month. We're signing, and then they say the buyer or the lender or whatever killed the deal.
There's a million ways a deal can fall apart in real estate.
Thank you.
A million ways.
Thank you.
I've seen the silliest stuff, dude. I had this one deal. That this guy was buying it. I was the listing agent for it.
Nice.
And so the buyer came and he was doing his inspection and everything. And I guess he parked kind of close to the neighbor's garage.
Okay.
But he wasn't like blocking it or anything. The neighbor comes out. They're like, "You're on my property." Like they go crazy. Like, "I'm going to call the cops." The guy backs out. Like, you can't plan for stuff like that. You know what I mean? He's like, "I don't want to have a crazy neighbor. Like, I'm out of the deal."
I love that story.
There's a million different ways that
it.
a deal can fall apart. It's so silly.
You want to laugh?
I like laughing.
Okay, this might be funny.
Yeah.
This house was in Fort Worth.
Okay.
On Gary Lane, and I'm not going to say the street number.
Okay.
This was a house flip that I bought. I paid for it I paid for it $89,000.
Oh, we're
maybe.
talking numbers.
Yeah, $89,000 I paid for it.
89?
89,000.
Oh my God. How big was it?
This was a 1,600 square foot home.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 3-bed, 2 bath.
Just completely trashed, or
It was all right. I did full remodel, paint, flooring, just basics. It was all cosmetics, you would call it.
Yeah.
My estimate on the ARV, which is the after repair value, was 165.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
I put into it maybe like 20.
Nice.
We put it on the market.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't a real estate agent.
Yeah.
I hired a real estate agent.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And this house, I'm like, is gonna have to sell. In front of it is an elementary school, so it's like a little bit more traffic and stuff.
Good.
But it's a sweet space for a family.
It's good being around schools.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this was the hood of Fort Worth.
Okay.
Like if you're there,
Yeah.
be careful.
Okay.
Okay, so
You
here's
said it, not me.
Yeah. So and when I bought it, I didn't care. It was a good price. I knew the sales.
Yeah.
Showing started to happen. We're getting 5, 10, 15, 20 people in the door. We're getting movement. This was in 2017 or 18.
Okay.
And literally people were leaving feedback.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happened. Coincidence, like you said about the neighbor.
Yeah.
Clients loved the home, but someone was getting chased by cops.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding you.
What?
Watch this. This is the first comment.
Oh gosh.
Second comment. Clients love the home, but someone was running with a gun. I'm not kidding you.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Clients love the home.
This is why you got the house for 89 grand, dude. Oh my god.
Probably. Clients love the home, but there's someone who's just sleeping in the front because that's where the elementary school is, and there's like a car or two, I guess, just parked there.
Gotcha.
That house stood on the market with me for 9 months.
Oh.
It was brutal. Investors were asking questions, and every day I was going to it to clean it up, to touch it up.
Sure.
Ben, I walked into the house, and there was a bed, there was makeup, the kitchen had dominoes in the oven.
So someone was like staying in the house.
Flipping moved in.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'm like, I got a squatter now. have to evict because if they stay there for a certain amount of days, they have like a law that it's theirs.
This is a good story.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And as I'm sharing it, I'm remembering more. It was like a king size bed that I guess they blew and stuff.
Oh, it's like an air mattress.
Then you're about to die from laughing. Listen.
Let's hear it. Continue, Karam.
Listen.
He's turning red.
I'm not kidding. This is so funny that I'm remembering.
Oh, man.
I'm walking out the house.
Uh-huh.
I hear someone knocking. I'm so red right now just remembering.
Yeah.
A guy who's like 6'7".
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
wait, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'11".
Okay.
And for you, you're probably like, yo, what's up? I'm looking up and I'm like, okay. And he's like, what's her name? I don't even know her name. I'm like, who?
The listing agent? Or
he's saying, what's her name? His girl moved into the house. This guy is her boyfriend.
Dude, this is a crazy story. Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm like, where's who? And then I was like, who's in the house?
Yeah.
And he's like, this girl, man, she told me to swing by. She told me this 1, 2, 3, and I was here last night.
Oh my God.
I'm not even gonna get into the detail. He helped me take all her stuff out.
Wow.
He helped me take all her stuff out.
Wow.
And then a car pulled up, which was the lady who lived in there. He said that it was someone else, and he was leaving with her. And I know it was her.
So did you just like lock it after her stuff was out, or?
I locked it. I had to call another contractor. We had to do touch-ups. They were smoking in there. It went through the vents. That's
like a nightmare story that you hear about like on the internet.
Guess how much I profited on it?
How much?
9 months of holding it. I grew 20 gray hairs. I made, I think, $1,200.
Oh my God. Wow.
So can you say it was a loss? It was a huge loss time-wise, numbers-wise, no.
Yeah.
But 9 months of not paying back an investor on an investment that was maybe 110, just do a basic 8% return. They were out some money.
Yeah.
Of course, guess what happened? I covered the loss as if he made profit to keep my investors happy.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn.
That was a pretty funny story. Now that I think of it, that made me laugh.
That's a good story. Yeah.
I hope it made y'all laugh. It made you laugh, right?
It made me laugh. It made you red.
Yeah, it did. Anybody who's got funny stories, I guess, or things that they've experienced, comment that down below. Share your stories too. We want to hear them.
I want to laugh more.
Nice.
Yeah.
And listen to this. We're gonna start taking questions from people.
Yeah.
We're seeing y'all's feedbacks, things that you guys want us to answer. As of right now, it's podcast format. Me and Ben are just bouncing off each other. But I'm sure that we'd want to start answering some people's questions. I'm sure that we'd want to give you guys, maybe have a specific thing that you want to ask. We'll do that for y'all. But as the podcast progresses, you think that they notice the new curtains that we got?
Maybe they notice the new water that we got.
So the last podcast, Ben roasted me for the Ozarka water.
Who drinks Ozarka these days?
Not me. I got that
not
essential.
not anymore. Yeah.
So he put me on that. That's too bougie though. That's like
too bougie.
Yeah, that's some bougie water.
No, it makes you feel good.
Ben told me, he said it's got the perfect balance.
It does. It does.
And then when I drank it, I started to taste that perfect balance.
Yep, I put him on.
So he sold me on that. I think
there's one type of person that you cannot trust. You know what kind of person that is?
Who?
The person that thinks that all water tastes the same. Those people cannot be trusted. And I hope that didn't like mess up the audio or anything, but you cannot trust those people.
Okay.
All water does not taste the same. And
because I like to be trusted, I agree with you.
My guy.
I agree with you 100%. That's hilarious. Okay, so what we want from everybody who's watching this, we hope that you got a lot of value, that you enjoyed this podcast, that we gave you guys what they came for. This is maybe 40 to 50 to 55 minutes.
Nice.
Can you imagine someone spending that much time and they left with no value?
Yeah. We can't let that happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So we're happy that you guys are tuning in, that you guys are supporting. Hit that like button. It's for free, costs nothing, makes Ben smile. And if you want him to smile, you got to hit it. On top of that, subscribe. We upload every single Tuesday. And most importantly, what we got going on here is the start of hopefully something big.
Absolutely. Definitely is the start of something big.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're going to come strong at you guys, meaning we're going to give you everything that we got. And we hope that we can get from you guys. We're coming in real strong. So maybe 10% of what we got, which is as simple as hitting the like and the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to leave everyone off with?
That was good, man. That was good. Keep hustling. Keep hustling. Times get hard sometimes. You just got to keep working through it.
I love that.
You just got to keep working through it.
Keep hustling, everybody.
Don't throw pity parties for yourself. They don't do anything for you. Just keep working.
Pity party. Just explain that real quick.
Like just feeling sorry for yourself.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't do that. I mean, maybe for like 5 minutes, and then you just gotta like snap out of it. You gotta be
Don't indulge in the pity party.
I have something good.
Talk.
You gotta remember who you are. That's important. You know what? That's actually my wallpaper.
No way.
Yeah. Remember who you are. That's important.
Remember who you are.
Yes. Every time I look at my phone, like I see that.
I love that.
Remember who you are. Like, don't throw pity parties. Just keep working.
I love that. Guys, remember who you are. Ben said it best. And most importantly, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we're both out.
Episode 2 done.
Peace.
Peace.